figuring it out. At 40, we wonder if we missed our chance. You've got to ask yourself one thing. Why are we waiting for tomorrow to do what we love, to live how we dream? There's only one life, no pause, no replay. Make tomorrow the new today.
Yeah, these individuals definitely trying to troll me right now, big time. I can feel in my stomach what these fuckers are doing. That's all right, because I'm going to get them on camera. Fucking demons, that's all they are, bro. They're doing a ritual with a Leo female when it comes to witchcraft. This is a ritual that is being performed. I know all about it. I can sense this energetically. And it's something to do with a water sign female that may be a Pisces or a Cancer. Why this is happening. And I'm going to call that out to the FBI. If that rings a bell or resonates in any kind of way, if y'all are investigating this situation, this is being done because of a water sign female, FBI. I don't know necessarily what it's pertaining to, but it's definitely involved with a water sign female. I pray the FBI shows their presence down here shortly to dismantle this satanic cult, because this is illegal what these officials are doing to me, FBI. This is illegal. This is illegal what these fuckers are practicing, and what kind of energy I feel from these units. It is a very dark, gut-wrenching feeling that I feel from these individuals, and they're not doing something right. I can feel this shit in the pit of my stomach, bro. Something's wrong with these individuals. The main source of this situation is a Leo female. That's an authority figure. And they have a water sign female that may be another factor in this situation. That's either a Pisces or a Cancer. This is very dark what these individuals are doing to me. I can feel this energetically. wish I had my tarot cards on me so I could do a reading to see if they have any information pertaining to this situation what I just called out a few minutes ago, what I channeled intuitively. I don't need my cards for that. I don't need my cards to pick up what this is about. That's the message that I got instantly, intuitively. That this is in regards to a water sign female, why this shit is being done to me. These individuals are out their fucking mind, bro. Like, what they're practicing, they're delusional. This is demonic. This is satanic, what they're doing. For me to feel a gut-wrenching feeling in my stomach, an unsettled feeling intuitively in my stomach, bro, whenever this is being done, what I felt earlier, when that unit passed right in front of my car, something ain't right, FBI. If they meant anything good to me, I would not feel that feeling in the pit of my stomach. I don't know what the fuck the hold up is, brother. Y'all need to get down here. I ain't trying to be rude or be mean about it, but y'all need to get down here. I'm tired of feeling that fucking feeling. Better stay the fuck away from me, bro. Y'all know what's good for you. To these locals, you better leave me alone. You have no intention to protect me one bit. Not from the energy I'm feeling from you, bro. You are demonic. You have harmful, evil intentions towards me, and I can sense your energy. You mean no good to me. And you trying to relentlessly fuck with me and hurt me and harm me. I'm about to go ahead and pull some cards. Why do I feel a very dark presence from these individuals? Evil energy that's highly unsettling. There's an animal abuse that's taking place. Animal abuse. The moon reverse. Hierophant reverse. They're a fucking cult. That's what it is. They're doing satanic practices, bro. Six of Wands reverse, and they're sitting there mobbing me. Trying to mob me in a public setting. That's the truth. Five of Wands, Yep. Five of Pentacles. Because they know that they're going to lose. The Lovers reverse. Because they know they're not going to be able to fuck with my love life or do anything to try to intrude with trying to stop me from being successful. That's why. And they got to unmask who they really are. And they can't stand that. There ain't no fucking law enforcement. You're a fucking demonic devil worshiping cult. That's what you are, bro. This is a criminal organization, all of them. All of them. They know their time's getting short, too. This is why I feel a dark presence from them, because they are dark. There ain't none of these individuals believe in Jesus. None of them. None of them. They also feel like they can't put illusions over somebody either. So what's got these individuals acting all out of line? They possessed by demons, ain't they? Look like a fucking clown, bro, all of them. Look like a bunch of lost souls. You don't know who the fuck you are. You don't even know what you're doing. What's the matter? You can't put illusions over people anymore? That's the problem? That's what this fucked up organization's problem is? So what have they all been out of shape about? Ace of Pentacles? Queen of Pentacles? The Knight of Wands? Queen of Swords? Because they know that they're getting caught in something. They know their plans ain't working. A King of Pentacles in reverse is getting caught. Trying to control a situation with a marriage, huh? Yeah. There's a lot of truth about that. Hierophant reverse again. Yeah. This corrupt individual right here is done. Fraud, extortion. There's an investigation taking place, and their ass is done. They got outsmarted. That's why they're upset. Because they can't control a fucking connection anymore with illusions. They're about to get their ass arrested, what it looks like. Let them keep it up, bro. They about to get arrested. Five or so diverse. A lot of these individuals in this institution about to get their ass arrested. Anybody that's connected to it, they about to go to prison because of some type of crime coming out about a marriage here, that a lot of marriage fraud. Yep. This is retaliation too. Retaliation. So you know what that means? That's a First Amendment obstruction. These niggas about to go to prison, bro, what it looks like. Or definitely be told they have to walk. They will no longer be running and operating this institution anymore. With the higher reverse is too corrupt. It's corrupt. Majorly corrupt. Why am I getting these individuals about to be thrown the fuck out of there? Because they're manipulators. That's all they do is manipulate and hurt people. You having a case built on you because you committing ritual abuse while you on duty, you son of a bitch. That's why you getting out. Yeah, your ass under investigation. That's why. My psychic abilities proved everything to be right. Fucking scumbags. Strength reverse. Bullying people, hurting people. Relentlessly trying to use people as a human sacrifice. Yeah, trafficking people. Yeah. Your ass under investigation. You done, dude. Yeah, and then you also get caught for some of this too. Death rituals being done. Performing death rituals, messing with necromancy while you're on duty. Yeah. You're done. You're done trying to control shit. You are done. That's all you do is try to control shit. Emperor reverse. You the illusion of positional power. You ain't no fucking authority figure. There's a changed perception from these investigators too. Who the fuck you really are. Ain't about shit, never will be shit, and you're fucking not even of this world, bro. They failed to sacrifice me with the patient man reverse because I kept on speaking up about what was being done to me. I kept on reporting it over and over and over and over and over. Your little sacrifice ain't gonna be successful. I blocked that in the name of Jesus Christ. You could take that up with the man that was nailed to the cross because you're gonna be doing some confessing to him, bro. I bind your corrupt authority, your false level of authority. You hold no power over me because you're committing treason, which is therefore in the Bible. Prohibits any further harm upon me. You have zero authority over me in the name of Jesus Christ. If I listen or cooperate with anybody, it's going to be the FBI. Because they actually have a soul. From when I spoke to them, they have a soul. They don't have a dark entity inside of them like these individuals over here. No. You actually feel like you're talking to somebody that is themselves a human. It look like to me they getting in a whole lot of trouble, bro. Hurting people with the inner card, Three of Swords, Patient Man reverse, attempted sacrifice upon me, trying to sacrifice me as a psychic on YouTube. And there's something very significant about a Cancer or a Pisces. A feminine. These individuals ain't the real deal. They had people fooled for a long time, bro. You ain't fooling nobody anymore. That's what you get when you come up against a psychic detective. This is their karma. Because God's gonna put his curse on these individuals. Put the curse of the cross on them. That means blocked like that with the cross. That's a block. Blocking them. You ain't hurting me. So, what's going on with a Leo female and a possible water sign female? That's what I channeled whenever I was driving earlier. I pulled Cancer's energy earlier with the moon, and Pisces comes out too with the high priestess and the patient man. It's Pisces. See, the Pisces are Cancer feminine. What's going on between a Leo female and a Cancer or a Pisces female? Page of Swords. The Sun. Okay, so that's Leo. Six of Wands reverse. Something very negative. Something very, very negative. Somebody's not going to better to win the competition or something. Like, this is a competition to this individual. Illusions. Four of Swords. The World. Ten of Cups reverse. Something about an unhappy marriage. Something ain't going to be successful when it comes to a marriage. King of Pentacles reverse again. He keeps coming up in reverse. Three of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, so this King of Pentacles reverse is under heavy judgment right now. Look at that. It's coming out like that. This King of Pentacles reverse is under judgment for something. Eight of Pentacles and a Page of Swords at the bottom. So there's some information that is being gathered in regards to the situation with an unhappy marriage. And there's a lot of betrayal and false allegations with somebody causing nothing but illusions. This could have everything to do with this situation involving trying to have me go through a smear campaign and have me mobbed up against when these individuals was doing shit to me involving an unhappy marriage or something, or some type of couple. Throughout this whole time of me being done this way. There's a cycle closing. And this King of Pentacles reverse is being flagged for something. There's a flag right here. He's being flagged for something. Connecting this guy to some type of unhappy marriage or something at a long distance. They're losing. They're losing all of their facade, bro. This is a facade. They're losing that. This cycle is completed. It's completing and closing itself up because of a lot of exposure. There's plenty of information on these matters too to close this cycle. So who is this that's closing this cycle? So I was right about that. Telling you. So what's close? Boy, they mad. They mad. They mad because they can't get away with losing. What is this that's closing this cycle? Leo at the bottom. Nine of Wands reverse. The Devil reverse. Because somebody is detaching from something. They're moving. Somebody could have moved. King of Wands reverse. Somebody detached from an abuser. Three of Pentacles. Judgment. Two of Cups. The Star reverse and the Eight of Swords reverse. Somebody broke free from an abuser. And this is on evaluation. I'm hearing on a legal level is on evaluation of some type of abuse. An authority figure being extremely abusive and violent towards somebody, but yet trying to do shit in order to try to have me falsely accused of doing shady shit. When I'm not, once again, I'm not in connection with none of these individuals. They made a final decision to move away, what it looks like, with the Six of Swords. We're getting away from a fucking abuser with the Devil reverse. Look like to me somebody don't want no part of this situation anymore with the Four of Cups. They woke up to reality. Somebody woke the fuck up. They lost their control. They lost their control. They don't like that. They do not like losing control. They don't like losing control. I'm telling you, boy, they don't like that. Somebody finally freed themselves from an abuser. Yep. A controlling situation. Somebody may have told somebody, as I said, they can no longer assist them or help them trying to hurt me in a specific type of way. It's over. One of these individuals had enough of that shit and had enough of it. And said to hell with it. They mad. They mad. Yeah. They try to use somebody. They find out who the real abuser is. They got the truth on the real abuser. A couple of them. A couple of them. Yep. trying to use this abuser to have me slandered and falsely accused of shit I'm not doing. Their little plan fell apart because somebody is looking into it and got information on it, apparently. It's on evaluation. And they're not escaping this judgment either. They're all being held accountable for this. Good. That's what you get for fucking with a spiritual person, bro. Leave spiritual people alone and go about your fucking business and go about your day and leave us alone. Fully mad. They lost their control. Damn. They try to create illusions with somebody else, and they got found out for doing that. And this person that's in this energy really don't give a fuck with the Three of Swords reverse. They don't care about none of these individuals. They don't love nobody, none of these individuals with the Three of Swords reverse. And that really pisses these individuals off. Because they actually thought they had this individual fooled too. You really don't. They really don't. Good. Good. Maybe that's what the higher ups was trying to tell me. Like I wasn't in the right energy earlier. Maybe that's something that they was trying to communicate. Man, don't worry about none of this situation. Get some rest. Let the Six of Wands reverse be losers like they are. Because they lost you. They tried to tell me earlier that all smart, these individuals. With the Seven of Swords. Because I asked for cards of advice. He said, you've been on all smart, these individuals multiple times. And they mad because you're the one that gets to get away and they can't. Therefore, it's like that right there makes them feel like they lost control because they did. Damn. Let me go ahead and see how these individuals are feeling right now. Somebody broke away from an abuser with a devil reverse. And they can't stand that. Why am I getting the vibes like... So how are these individuals feeling right now about this situation? Yep. How they feel right now about the situation? They feel scared. Look, Hierophant reverse, they feel scared. They feel like they have no backbone to actually defend themselves. They have no defense. Good. Three of Cups. Three of Wands. Two of Pentacles reverse, the Empress reverse, and the Ace of Cups. They feel the need to act like they're happy, but they're really not. In reality, they're fucking scared. Scared of doing everything in their power to show the illusion. Once again, creating nothing but illusions to act like everything is okay. But why they acting like that though? Because they're really not. They feel like they need to do more things in order to try to hold up an illusion due to two people that's not really compatible with each other. They feel scared. They feel all off balanced. Why they feel that way? They feel like everybody else is corrupt but them. But yet, they're the ones that's committing corrupt activities. How does that make sense? Once again, no accountability, and yet you believe in having absolute authority, but yet don't believe in taking accountability. That's a cult, bro. The actual ones that live in reality are the corrupt ones, while these individuals are not corrupt. You're in some type of fucking dream world, bro. You've been duped by the devil several times. The Eight of Swords reverse. Why they feel this way is because it can't. Somebody in the Eight of Swords energy. Yeah, they can't control shit. They can't control shit. They ain't getting what they expected. They can't control shit with a feminine, what it looks like a mom, a mother figure. Ace of Swords. Because the truth is out. And who has been behind this situation, manipulating all these conversations and trying to relentlessly have new opportunities to keep doing the same type of shit repetitively. And excessive type of manner. And the truth is out about that. They also feel this way. Like why they feel this way is because they feel like I have power over this whole community because of who I am. If the truth was to get out about who I really am, they feel like this right here would just everybody would turn away from these individuals. And they also try to put an emperor reverse with an empress here, and they don't belong together. This ain't no match. This is no match, bro. It's supposed to be like this. It's in reverse. You're supposed to have this as a match. It's in reverse. They also feel this way is because it can't manipulate somebody into not having feelings for me. That's what it looked like to me. They're intimidated by genuine people, apparently. Good, they can stay intimidated. Nobody give a fuck about that. They just mad because things with the real individuals out there can actually last without it being fake social media connections and all bullshit to brainwash people as I say, oh yeah, look at them, they're happy when they're really not. Some of us out there don't live in illusions, bro. We live in reality. It's like these individuals felt the need to try to pick and choose who the one is meant for who, and to try to keep genuine people apart from each other while putting the wrong ones with each other, so they can fight and argue, have conflict, fight and argue, have conflict, fight and argue with each other, fight and argue, fight and argue, go against each other, fight and argue, go against each other, fight and argue, and go against each other. This shit ain't happening with this situation. Nope. Try to force people in fucking marriage. Man, get the fuck out of here. You ain't forcing no fucking body in no marriage. Forcing people to be miserable. What the fuck you think you running, bro? But this shit's on an investigation. Not sorry one bit. I'm gladly happy to announce that this is under evaluation. And so what if these individuals look at me as a powerful person? Damn shit don't fit the description of what the fuck you trying to make up about me. You good at making up stories. That's why you can't even sell your own self a dream, because all the time and money you wasted on trying to get me looked upon as something that I'm not. Checkmate. How does the higher ups feel about this situation? They feel annoyed. How does the higher ups feel about the situation? That's way higher than these individuals. How they currently feel about the situation? They feel like strength reverse, 10 of cups. Some of them can feel happy. There's an arrogant energy here. They feel like this is justice. They feel like this is justice. It's time for some justice to be served. 8 of Pentacles. King of Cups reverse. The 7 of Cups reverse. They feel like they have a reality check. They're not too happy. The Ace of Pentacles reverse. The Ace of Wands. They feel very passionate about something though. Oh, the Ace of Swords. They feel like they need to make the right decision on the situation. They feel like they have enough clarity on these matters. King of Swords. They feel very passionate about something. And this is in regards, once again, into a fucking King of Pentacles reverse. And they have a King of Cups reverse. They're very passionate on resolving a matter here in regards to the 2 kings in reverse. Yep. And this requires them making the right decision. Also with King of Swords and Justice. I feel like they have enough clarity and a breakthrough on the situation to make the right decision. Because there's enough clarity on these matters in order for that to happen. This could also be divine justice. This card keeps showing up repetitively in reverse. I rebuke this oppressive spirit out of my room, out of my energy in Jesus' almighty name. So why does these individuals feel like they have enough clarity? I'm not going to read that out loud. I just want to see for myself. King of Pentacles keeps coming out in reverse. Fucking monitoring spirit out of here. King of Pentacles again in reverse. Can't make it up. Yeah, this guy, right. Yep. Temperance reverse at the bottom. There's a lot of negative energies here. A lot of cold-hearted energy. Unfit parent energy. Yep. A lot of abuse here, bro. A lot of fucking abuse. A lot of abuse. A lot of abuse. A lot of upsetting energy too with the Ace of Cups reversed. Like, this is upsetting. Bullying, aggression. Somebody apparently broke loose from an abuser and threw in a towel on that, what it looks like. And it said to hell with it. With the Ace of Cups reversed, there ain't no fucking feelings there, bro. That's what it looks like to me. Somebody said the hell with that and threw in the fucking towel because there's no fucking feelings. There's no connection. So what the hell should they keep on investing their time into doing when it comes to another situation? With this situation, and there's just too much here that has been going on. And this card keeps coming up in reverse repetitively. Why does this card keep coming up in reverse repetitively? Clarify that. Queen of Wands reverse. That's why. Because of a Leo. Yep. Crazy as hell how all these cards right here and that card comes out. Why is the Queen of Wands reverse? Eight of Pentacles reverse. Because something ain't working. Something wasn't meant to work. Page of Swords. Yep. This is all over a bullshit connection, bro. These individuals trying to control my love life. That's what that's about. So why did all this happen to me? I'm gonna do a read on that. Why did all this happen to me? Because of the Four of Wands, because of the Knight, because of jealousy, and envy. Because I'm successful. That's why. Because I'm very successful, and there ain't no illusion about that. Cancer energy again. Knight of Swords reverse, King of Wands reverse, Queen of Wands, the Star. Because I'm a public figure, bro. That's why. There's no reason for this to be fucking done to me. This right here is proof that this is innocence and this a public figure. There ain't no fucking reason for me to be done that way. Five of Swords reverse. Because of jealousy or hatred. That's why. Because they all say part of some fucking destined, something that ain't destined to happen a certain way or something like that. Queen of Swords reverse. Page of Swords reverse. Ten of Cups reverse. And the Four of Cups. Because of this right here. The Four of Wands. Obviously, I got a connection out there that I don't know about. And I'm not gonna sit there and sit there and spend all kind of time questioning it either. I'm not. It's because of my destiny, bro. I'm a powerful dude. With this card right here, I'm a powerful fucking dude. With this card coming out, and this card especially, I'm a powerful dude. I'm not sitting there bragging or getting in the ego. I'm a powerful fucking guy. This could also be due to a generational curse too that's being broken. Ten of Cups reverse. It's giving me the vibes of like a generational curse that was broken. Somebody in my family's behind that too, with the Ten of Cups reverse, and I know who it is. I know this individual's a fucking snake. This authority figure ain't gotta tell me shit. I know what this individual's about. I know their connections too. I know exactly who this individual is connected to. Yep. They mad. They mad.
They are mad. They are very, very mad. They're mad. They're mad. They're mad. They are very, very mad.
Yep. This is all done because I'm not about illusions with the moon reverse. Six of Wands coming out. Wheel of Fortune. Three of Swords reverse. This was being done because I was able to heal a generational curse, what it looks like, of codependency and controlling, like, narcissism. I ain't meant to fucking be controlled. And I could have also broke somebody else loose from a controlling situation by me relentlessly challenging something over and over and over. I broke a curse, bro. I broke. That's what this is here with the Five of Swords reverse. I don't have the Ten of Swords reverse, but I'm getting very heavily a curse being broken. Why is that? Why am I getting that energy? Because of Ada, because of me. It's all about building character. Relentlessly working on myself. Not needing validation from anybody. Being alone all this time. Fighting this situation repetitively. Using my intuitive abilities to counter these type of motives. That right there, that's the main reason behind this, bro. Something spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. And by doing that, it's also going to break a curse off of other authority figures from trying to look at me in a negative light or try to control or cause any harm. That's going to break that curse and shatter that shit too. Me knowing my rights and knowing about federal law, that's going to shatter the whole curse off of my family, off of me. Yep. Because how are they able to fight up against U.S. Supreme rulings that are sustained? Me learning all that was a lot of royal power beyond that knowledge. By me learning that. And this curse was obviously involving authority trying to control shit because of somebody else doing some foul shit behind the scenes that could have been passed down the family line with the Ten of Cups reverse. That's been broken too. Ain't passing shit to me. I'm too strong, too much have a mind of my own rather than to sit there and be a fucking follower. People gonna follow my lead, bro. Even if I have to lead some of the authorities down the right path, they're gonna follow my lead because I know my shit. With the Six of Wands. I don't know everything, but I know the things that I spoke up about and I was able to counter. With titles, sections, rulings, U.S. Constitution, amendments. That's why. It's also a narcissistic type of uncle energy I'm kind of getting. They think money is everything. Money ain't everything, bro. It don't make you somebody. You have all the money in the world. Just like when I had that 3-bedroom house. You think I was sitting there, I was happy? Of course, it's good to live in a place like that, but when you undergoing a lot of things on a spiritual level, having that house, that's not going to better to mask or aid a spiritual attack. I did have a nice 3-bedroom. It was a rent house, but I had a nice 3-bedroom house. If these individuals would be screwing me, I'd still be over there. And if people ask, well, what did they get lonely? No. No. I had my drums, my guitar, my cards. Sometimes I go outside and work out in the backyard. They had 2 center blocks to where I do like handstand push-ups on them, to where I sit down on my hands like that and put my legs straight out, and I shift my body weight like that forward and push myself up like that. And I go out there and work out. Go back inside. Sometimes I'd make parkour videos, run around the house like that, hop over the car, hop over the truck, jump over the porch, and run around the house. Bro, once you once you connected to your spirit, you connected to your soul, you're never alone, bro. You're never alone. You feel like it's almost as if somebody else is in the room with you because you're connected to your soul. That's where that inspirational energy comes from. Like, oh man, this sounds fun. You don't need somebody sitting there all day, every day. Oh yeah, they love you, they love you, they love you. You don't need all that. Somebody sitting there aggravating the fuck out you all day, every day. You don't need none of that. You don't need none of that. At one time, I was that person. Whenever I dealt with separation anxiety and it had a bit of codependency. And it took me at least 1.5 years to 2 years to heal that. When somebody don't want to talk to you, bro, they want to go their own way, you're going to have to let them go. It's going to hurt, but you're going to have to let them go. Yeah, of course it's going to feel like it's the end of the world. But it's not. That's the end of an egotistical phase of expectation. It's not the end of the fucking world. And it's just one day you don't focus on detachment. You don't focus on, oh, I don't care about it. You don't focus on none of that. It's just going through that for a little while, you tend to lose track of your healing. And you just gonna wake up one day and it's like it's gone. That void is no longer there. And it's just a natural thing. That type of healing comes within unexpected. It's an unexpected, not really awakening, but it's like an ascension. Your soul goes through an ascension of where you don't even think about none of that no more. Your soul got to go through an ascension. And that's not an easy process at all. That's why when people are married for so long and one of these individuals wakes up out of nowhere and it's like they're done. They just leave. They up and leave. And that person's left for all heartbroken. Well, they don't know what to do. When you heal some type of codependency and that happens, it's gonna feel like when you before you even got with that person, if they leave, they just have to leave. It don't mean that you're heartless. It means that you can survive without somebody being there 24/7. And these individuals damn well over here know that ain't nobody over here. Or I'm around anybody. Don't care to be around anybody. Not that I'm antisocial. I don't have the time for the bullshit. I'm connected to my soul, bro. Like, I'm gonna follow my soul's purpose. Oh yeah, look at all these other people in the connection, and let them be in the connection. If that's what they want, they ain't got a damn thing to do with my reality. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they want, then let them do that. What they want me to do about it? Go over there and act like it affects me? That's an act. It's not reality. But it's like those individuals will be affected by you being single. Like, how come they single? Ain't nothing bothering them. They try to do shit. Like, damn, bro, you really that miserable? It really that miserable? Oh, I can't be that bad, huh? Can't be that bad. Nah, it can't be that bad. Nah, you sitting there, you look awful happy. Or is that the illusion? Then they got the nerve to sit there and fucking. You ever seen these people that get on social media and it's like nobody likes their picture or supports their connection and they just get single? It's like, oh, fine, and they ain't nobody liking a picture yet. I'll take their picture down. Like, damn, bro, they really be having a connection for somebody else. I do not care if somebody, they ain't even gonna be a picture on social media. If I ever was to get with somebody, there ain't gonna be no pictures up there. I could care less about that bullshit. Oh, well, they gotta post a picture of me up there to let everybody else know that they would. No, because you can have all the pictures up there in the world, and if somebody wants to cheat, it takes a total of maybe 3 seconds. 3 seconds. People think that just because, oh, well, they don't answer their phone for an hour or 2 hours, they just go to the store and they take a long time. And they may not really be at the store. It don't matter about none of that, bro. They could be going out of your sight for 3 seconds and fucking cheat just like that. That's something I learned over the years. It don't have to take them for them going somewhere and not tell you where they going to do that. If they really wanted to, bro, they could do that in a total of fucking 3 seconds. It's that simple. It ain't a damn thing you can do about it. But sit there and fucking accept reality for what it is. Okay, well, that's what they want to do. Let them go ahead and do it. What they gonna do? Sit there and get mad at you because you ain't affected by it? Good. You know what I'm saying? Back then, bro, that shit used to piss me off. You could feel it too intuitively. Feel when something's going on. It's like, oh, that better not be happening. And sure enough, when you feel that feeling, that's exactly what's happening. And there's not a fucking thing you can do about it. And then that's gonna put you in the energy to where you're gonna feel this rage take over you, and you're gonna come across as accusing them, but you already know what's going on. And yet they sit there and deny it. That right there makes it even worse. Therefore, you back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You gotta learn from that. That's a karmic lesson. That's all about trusting your intuition over somebody's when it comes to them trying to explain themselves, or you know damn well that they was doing something, yet you don't need to seek that validation from them. You already have the answer with your gut. Your gut's gonna let you know. And for some of us, when you get a vision of it, it's like, oh no, no. It's not just a gut feeling, it's a vision. It happened to me, bro. Like whenever I was sitting there on YouTube a while back, and I was listening to music, and it's like all of a sudden, like my I just turned my head like this and looked at the ground part like that. And it's like, you know how you zone out like that? Well, I zoned out, and it's like a very intense time lapse vision of two. It was like the total of 2 seconds, and I seen everything all in like a time lapse vision. And what I did was I grabbed my phone, just tossed it over to the side, turned my phone off, and left the house and went for a walk. I was fucking mad when I got that because I know exactly what's going on. And when the individual tried to message, this was in 2020. When the individual tried to message, I sat there and tried everything in my power to hold back the visions, but I didn't know. That was in 2020. Father God, I come against this monitoring spirit that's trying to sit up in here and trying to do certain things to me. I bind and render this monitoring spirit powerless. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, I command you to leave my property and to not ever to return. I send the power and authority of the Holy Spirit, Virgin Mary, and the Lord Jesus Christ against you, and I bind your wicked evil powers from any type of witchcraft being thrown my way. I bind and render you powerless under Psalm 91. You hold no authority over me or no legal grounds upon this property. I command you to leave and not to ever return. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Get out! That monitoring spirit left. I could feel it. It's like you know how when you have a TV all the way down and you could tell that the TV is on in the background if you put your hand like this, you just feel like something is sitting there. You could feel like something is on. It's like that watching or that listening feeling. If you do like this, you could tell something is there. It feels like something is listening. It's a monitoring spirit. Yep. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying about the time lapse vision. That right there was a highly uncomfortable experience, but at the same time, if I would have been healed back then of the codependency or the separation anxiety, that wouldn't have affected me like that. I would have caught the vision as to say, you know what, it's over. I just went about my way. You can definitely feel that, bro. Like, if you're an intuitive person, but if you're a clairvoyant, you're gonna be able to get a vision of it. And so I don't know how other spiritual people are out there. To the spiritual community, I don't know how other spiritual people are. But I don't even know if like when a real deal enters your life, like how is our spirit gonna be able to interpret or handle that? It's like we're used to being alone and somebody being there, it's like a weird energy. It's like your soul don't even want that, bro. You don't need a motherfucker there or somebody there to cook for you, to clean for you, to run your water, or to sit there and nurture you in any kind of way. You don't need none of that because you got yourself. That's how I feel about it. You need to go grocery shopping to get groceries, food, or whatever the hell you need. You go by yourself. You've been doing all that time, like the spiritual people that's single. Been doing that all that time. I'm fine with being alone, me. I'm fine with that. I don't need none of that bullshit in my life. Simple as that. I'm not a friendly person. I have no friends, don't care to have them, and won't ever have them. I have no family, don't care about having none of them. And I don't have any relationship and don't care to have one. That's how I feel about it. And if people got a fucking problem with the way I feel about it, then fuck them. That's how it is with me. I could sit here all day for the rest of years. Sit here in this room and play the guitar and sit here and read my cards and still have a good old time. That's how I feel about it. You know that bullshit. Sit there in the recliner. If I happen to get a recliner, sit there in the living room, watch TV, or sit there and listen to music and kick back in the recliner. I don't need none of that bullshit. But yeah, that's the real detachment. When you heal codependency or separation anxiety, that's when you develop the detachment. That's when detachment kicks in. Not the unhealthy type of detachment to where you just straight up cold hearted. No, you just could give a shit less if you with somebody or not. It's the same, but it also puts you in energy to where you don't want nobody. You know. I'm gonna tell you who my old lady is. Y'all see that guitar? That right there is the old lady. That's the old lady. Her name is I don't know what to call that guitar. Like I know the name of it. The brand name is Jackson, which is a damn good guitar. But as far as a name, I don't got a name for it yet. But that's the old lady. The guitar. That's the old lady. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when it comes to this energy, it comes to like this energy of you being in the energy of not wanting anybody or you're fine to being alone. That right there irritates people. That's like, bro, you know how many people they got out there? What the fuck you want with us? That's how I feel about it. What the fuck you want anything to do with us for? Like, they got so many people. Just go, dude. Like, they got so many other people out there. Fuck out of here. I don't want shit to do with them individuals. They could take their corrupt soul tie, whatever the hell they trying to do spiritually, and get on with themselves. Just go somewhere else. Get with somebody else. Leave us alone, bro. Leave the spiritual people alone. We don't need none of that bullshit. If you're a truly emotionally independent person, you're gonna rely on your own self for your own happiness. You know ways to make yourself happy. Just like I said before, you got a guitar right there. If some of you out there, you can go out there, just take a walk, go to nature, or hell, go for a walk, go around the block, walking around the block. There's all kind of things you can do in your alone time. You don't need somebody there sitting there. Oh well, they care about you and sit there and cut up and laugh together. You can have a good old time with your spirit. Connect to your soul. Your soul is gonna better to inspire you. Hey, this sounds like fun. And it's like you ever have these times where you may be enjoying an activity while you're by yourself. Let's say if you're jogging up a mountain and you just get this feel good endorphins rush over you. You feel this peaceful feeling like the chills. And it's like you just start looking at everything and it's like, wow, this is awesome. That's your soul that you connected to. So therefore, it's gonna feel like you with somebody else, but that's your soul. See, you and your soul is collaborating and you building that bond with your soul. That's why you feel that way. That shit's exciting to your soul, bro. It's like, damn, this is awesome. It's like, you know how you get in that air, you get super excited because you're running and you don't run out of breath when you get to the top of the mountain. And it's like you finally was able to sprint that far or to be able to run a long distance like that. And it's like, hell yeah. And it's like you cutting the corners like that and everything just slows down in slow motion. And it's like the dirt, like whenever you cut that corner like that around that mountain like that, and you're running up to the top, it's like all the dust and all of that just becomes slow motion. Everything slows down like that. And you remember all that when you get to the top of it. It's like you sitting there, it's like, damn, you really just did that. And it's like all that starts flashing back through your mind. You start seeing it in slow motion. That's what I'm talking about. That's your soul that's picking that up. And having you, it's a rewinded level of telepathy from your soul. And you're able to get visions of what you just did. And it's like, damn. You see that shit from a third person's perspective, like as if you got like somebody, the camera crew out there that like capture your every move whenever you're running, like that. They sitting there with their camera. Or a drone, like to sit there to get the aerial view footage. It's like you got a 360 viewpoint from your spirit. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, whenever I be playing the drums, sometimes whenever I like the drum roll and then I go into tom-toms like that, I'm hitting the cymbals. Sometimes it's like the vibration of the cymbals, it's like it in slow motion like this. I can see that. So for the ones out there that may be embarking on a spiritual journey, you're going to know when you connected to your soul. When you have an awakening or an ascension, you damn well gonna know about it because that's like a heightened sense of awareness and a heightened level of consciousness. You're gonna better to tell, trust me. You're gonna feel like a huge level of expansion everywhere, right here, everywhere. And sometimes you're gonna feel like you're in a whole nother realm, like a whole nother dimension when you're in that energy. It's like you could be walking out there on a trail in the woods or walking somewheres and you having a good old time. You're gonna feel like you're in the snow somewheres when it's not even a snowy day, it's in the summertime, but you're gonna feel like you're in snow somewheres. It's like a weird dimensional energy that you're gonna better to feel. You're gonna constantly feel adrenaline rushes. Yep. So if you are a spiritual person out there, then that's could be the message for y'all. This fucking chair, bro. Hold on, y'all. Who won't be seeing you right now? Fuck y'all. Not my supporters. It's just the monitoring spirits that's in here. My supporters are more than welcome. The genuine supporters. I don't see my genuine supporters' comments. But yeah.